What's going on there, YouTube? I'm the high-tech Texas redneck slacker, and I challenge you to say that 5 times real fast. Anyway, excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold today. Got a little bit of frog in my throat. Anyway, they dropped the trailer for Star Wars Episode VIII, The Last Jedi last night, and I just want to do a quick rundown on a few of the scenes there that really caught my interest. If you haven't seen the whole video, I suggest you go watch the whole trailer on the official Star Wars YouTube channel. I'll put that link down in the description in case you ain't seen it. Please go watch that first before you watch this video. I'm going to be pausing and unpausing a couple times throughout the video there, just giving some notes on things, so you might not hear all the dialogue and everything that's going on in the video there. But it's definitely worth watching, and it may contain some spoilers if some of my speculation turns out to be true. If it does, then you might want to avoid this video because it may contain potential spoilers. But anyway, let's get to it. First thing I want to note here is before you see anything there, you see Kylo Ren standing there at the window of a factory, I guess, where they're making TIE fighters or other machinery there.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power.
Snoke talking to somebody saying he found raw, untamed power there, but let's go back just a couple seconds there. You see they got these big AT-AT walkers that they used to have like in Empire Strikes Back, but they look like they've been a little bit modified. Of course, they look like they got some heavier armor and guns on them, but they look like they got like fists, like monkey fists or something for their front legs or something different than what they had before. It almost looked like in the background there you can see a regular walker, AT-AT walker back there, and you also see like an upgraded model, one of the Imperial transports. I believe we saw one of these in The Force Awakens there. But then here we see looks like Kylo Ren and some troopers walking through somewhere there. Looks like a cave or a cavern or something. This might be on Octo, I'm not sure about that.
And beyond that,
here's something interesting to note right here. If you take a look at Kylo Ren's lightsaber, and if you remember it from the first one, or the Force Awakens, I mean, that it was all kind of beat up and battle scarred and everything like that. Well, this one looks all shiny and new. The little red wire coming out of it looks brand new. Everything looks like a nice black finish, but no marks or anything. So obviously he rebuilt his lightsaber there, and this is a new upgraded version of it. Will it have any kind of potential power that the other one didn't have? Who knows? Any kind of special features? I don't know. But let's keep watching.
something truly special.
Here's a picture of Rey igniting that lightsaber. It used to be Luke and Anakin's. And this is obviously the planet Octo, where Luke's been hiding out all these years,
Something inside.
There we see her handing Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber to Luke Skywalker. He used to be his father's and then his. And then you notice that all the flesh that was around his mechanical hand there seems to be gone. In a later scene, you see it like digging through some debris and rubble and stuff like that. Maybe that's where he lost all the flesh that was around that hand. But I think that's a pretty cool shot,
Like me has always been there.
Something else to note here that I think the narration going on might not be Rey talking to Luke, but it may be Rey talking to Kylo Ren, and I'll speculate a little bit more on that in just a minute.
Awake. And I need help.
And there's a look of shock on Luke Skywalker's face, like, oh my goodness, look at what this girl can do. She's obviously very powerful in the Force. He can see that, and it probably shocks him a little bit to know that, hey, somebody could have that kind of power. But you can definitely see, oh man, what's going on here? I don't know if I can handle this,
I've seen this raw strength only once before.
There's that shot of Luke's hand I was talking about. This is obviously when Kylo Ren destroyed Luke Skywalker's Jedi Academy. Maybe it was left, Luke was inside or something, and they thought he was dead, and he fought his way back out. Maybe that's where all the flesh on his hand came off there. And Luke started to tell Rey that he saw this raw power one time before, but then it didn't scare him enough, but it does now. So what's he talking about? Is he talking about Rey's power? Is he talking about Kylo Ren's power? Is he talking about Snoke's power? Maybe he's even talking about his father or the Emperor's power. Who knows? But whatever it was, he wasn't frightened of it then, but he is now. So we're not sure what he's talking about there, but
Didn't scare me enough then.
Here's a shot of Kylo Ren talking about letting the past go, and there he's throwing his helmet through a glass wall, or light fixture, whatever it is in the Star Wars universe there. And you also notice, if you go back just a frame or two there, you can see he has some kind of metallic stuff on his face where that scar should be, but later on in the trailer you don't see that. So we don't know if that's like some kind of cybernetic thing, some kind of implant or something, or maybe that's just part of the healing thing to heal the scar up, because like I said, later on in the frame, he don't have it.
Let the past die. Kill it.
Here we see Kylo Ren showing off some fighter skills he obviously inherited from his grandfather, or maybe even his father, or everybody else in the family bloodline there. All talented fighters, fly pilots and stuff like that. But it's interesting to note, when he comes up here, you can see a little bit of sadness in his face there with his mother.
That's the only way to become.
He knows his mother's obviously on that ship and he's targeting it. He killed his father in The Force Awakens there, and maybe that's how they're going to choose to end the Carrie Fisher saga part of this story. Since she passed away, I'm sure they've had a hard time trying to figure out what to do with the remainder bits of her story there, and it may be that Kylo Ren, trying to give himself completely to the dark side there, decides he's going to go ahead and just destroy his mother too, since he did his father. And maybe that'll solidify his ties with the dark side of the Force. Very interesting shot of the Millennium Falcon flying through some kind of cavern or something, but they never show who's actually piloting the Millennium Falcon. Could it be Rey? Could it be Luke? Could it be somebody else? I don't know. But whoever it is, they got some pretty mad skills, obviously, flying through that cave and everything.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
Very interesting shot of Finn there, getting into a battle with Captain Phasma, and we see he got an energy weapon, kind of like the Stormtrooper had in Episode 7, when he fought him there on Takadana, or whatever the name of that planet was. And I think eventually that Finn's going to be trained as a Jedi. I don't think it's going to happen in this episode here, but I think that he shows some proficiency with hand weapons, and I think that he's going to be trained as a Jedi and have his own lightsaber.
This is not going to go the way you think.
There's a shot of Luke, obviously referring to Rey, telling her this is not going to go the way you think. Now, we don't know whether that means her training, whether her helping the Resistance, whether her trying to stop Kylo Ren and Snoke, who knows. But he's obviously concerned about something there, and he's obviously trying to tell her to back down and not go this route. There's an interesting scene right there. You obviously see Rey suspended. She's in a lot of pain, screaming. And you don't see any kind of force lightning or nothing coming out of Snoke's hand there. But what could be happening here is a power that they had in some of the video games, like Knights of the Old Republic and stuff like that, was a force drain ability. Where a dark side user could suck the life force out of another force user. Well, I think that might be what's happening right here, that he's draining Rey's life force out of her. Maybe he's ancient, maybe he's super powerful and stuff like that. Maybe that's why Luke Skywalker's scared, but there's definitely something going on, and something cool is going to happen in this scene. Now, I speculate that either Luke's going to show up with his lightsaber to save the day, or maybe Kylo Ren's going to switch sides right here and come out there to stop and destroy Snoke or whatever. I don't know what's actually going to happen, but I know that in this scene, when this scene hits the movie theater, something cool is going to happen right here. There's going to be something.
Someone to show me my place in all this.
And there you see Rey telling Kylo Ren she needs somebody to show her place in all this. Well, I think this might be a ploy and a plot that her and Luke Skywalker may have devised. Excuse me for a second. I think that might be a ploy in the plot that her and Luke Skywalker devised there to infiltrate Snoke and Kylo Ren's headquarters. You know, maybe she can get close to Snoke, and you know, maybe Luke could figure out where her whereabouts are and come, you know, to defeat Snoke once and for all. And I don't think she's going to go to the dark side. I think Disney's got too much invested in keeping a, you know, female lead character there, because Star Wars don't have very many of them, you know, Princess Leia and stuff like that, and Padme, you know, but I'm sure they don't want to throw away their opportunity to have a lead hero as a female character and just turn her to the dark side. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is a plot. She's trying to trick Kylo Ren into taking her to Snoke's base so Luke Skywalker can come there and defeat them once and for all. But also, you notice here in that scene, he no longer has that piece of mechanical thing that he had on his face earlier, so it's kind of interesting to see what that's going to be all about. Then, of course, you get the logo and all that stuff there, and that's pretty much all for the video. It's pretty short, you know, for a trailer, but it showed a lot of stuff. So, like I said, there might be some spoilers in this or whatever. I don't know what's going to be true or not. But I do appreciate you taking the time to watch, and if you find this video interesting, please like, subscribe, and share. Come back and see me one more time. I thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, YouTube.